Unlock your self trust. 3 steps to feeling clear and confident. You're constantly second guessing yourself, aren't you? Stuck in a loop, overthinking every single decision in your career, in your relationships, terrified of making a mistake. You play out every possible scenario until you're just too exhausted to choose anything at all. It's a lonely place to be, trapped in your own head while you watch other people move through life looking so certain. You just have to wonder, what's their secret? What do they have that I don't? Well, what if I told you the secret has nothing to do with making perfect choices? What if it's not about getting it right every time, but about building an unbreakable trust in yourself to handle any outcome, no matter what? For years, I was convinced that confidence was a prize you won after racking up a long list of achievements. I thought I needed the perfect career, flawless relationships, and a life with zero major screw ups before I could ever really trust my own judgment. I was living in a constant state of what if, farming out my decisions to friends, family, and way too many online forums, just hoping someone else had the magic answer. But all that did was make me feel more hollow. It just taught my brain that I wasn't the right person to be in charge of my own life. The big change for me wasn't some huge dramatic success. It was a quiet shift inside. It was realizing that self trust isn't the reward for getting everything right. It's the foundation that lets you live a full life in the first place. It's not built in one big heroic moment, it's built in the small everyday ones. Brick by brick, promise by promise, one compassionate moment at a time. In this video, I'm going to give you the blueprint. We're going to walk through 3 real practical steps that will take you from a place of constant self-doubt to a state of clear, confident decision-making. This isn't magic. It's a roadmap back to the most important relationship you'll ever have, the one with yourself. The very first, most essential step to building real self-trust is to find your compass by knowing your core values. Think about it. You wouldn't trust a captain who has no map and no idea where they're going, right? Well, you can't trust yourself to make good decisions if you're not even sure what good actually means to you. We're constantly bombarded with opinions and expectations about who we should be. Your family, your boss, social media, they all have a script they'd love for you to follow. And if you don't write your own, you'll just end up living out someone else's. This is where so much regret comes from. You make a choice that looks great on paper, everyone claps you on the back, but you feel empty inside. That feeling is a signal. It's your gut telling you you've gone off course. When your choices line up with your core values, they just feel right, even when they're hard. You feel a sense of wholeness. That's where self-trust begins to grow. You're no longer just trying to avoid failure. You're steering toward what truly matters. So, here's your first task. Sometime today, grab a piece of paper or open a note on your phone. I want you to jot down 3 to 5 words that represent your core values. If you get stuck, think about what makes you feel proud or fulfilled. Or think about what makes you angry when it's ignored. Is it honesty, growth, connection, security, freedom, creativity, compassion? Don't overthink it. Just go with your gut. For a long time, I told myself one of my values was ambition. I chased promotions and titles because I thought that's what success looked like. But I was just drained and uninspired. I did this exact exercise and realized my real value wasn't ambition at all. It was impact. I didn't just want to climb a ladder. I wanted to feel like my work was actually helping people. The moment I started making choices that aligned with impact, everything changed. Decisions got easier, my energy came back, all because I was finally using my own map. This list isn't just a feel-good exercise. This is your new decision-making filter. Before you make your next choice, a job offer, a relationship boundary, even just how to spend your weekend, hold it up against your list. Ask, does this align with my value of freedom? Does this honor my value of connection? That simple check in is the first real act of trusting yourself. Our second step is to build consistency by keeping small promises to yourself. I call this making deposits in your integrity bank. Think about it. Trust, with anyone else or with yourself, comes down to one thing: reliability. You trust people who do what they say they're going to do. It's the exact same principle with yourself. Every time you say you're going to do something and then blow it off, you'll get up early, you'll finish that project, you'll stop texting that person, you make a withdrawal from your integrity bank. You're sending a loud and clear message to your subconscious. I can't be counted on. And when that account is empty, you're left with crippling self-doubt. How can you trust yourself with a big decision when you've shown yourself over and over that you can't even handle the small stuff? The good news is you can start refilling that account today with promises that are almost too small to fail. Your brain doesn't care how big the promise is, it just notices the pattern. Was the promise kept or was it broken? Each time you follow through, no matter how tiny the action, you're literally rewiring your brain to see yourself as reliable. So here's what I want you to do next. Pick one tiny, almost laughably small promise to make to yourself and stick to it for the next 7 days. This is not the time to overhaul your entire life. We're just trying to build a track record of integrity. Maybe your promise is, I will drink 1 glass of water before I have my coffee. Or, I'll lay out my clothes the night before. Or, I'll write just 1 sentence in a journal before bed. The key is to pick something you know you can do. Just lay 1 brick perfectly, then do it again tomorrow. Watch how quickly that foundation of trust starts to form. This isn't about the glass of water. It's about the message you're sending yourself. I said I'd do it, and I did. I follow through. I'm reliable. Each of those 7 days is another deposit. By the end of the week, you'll have real proof that you can count on yourself. This is how you stop being your own biggest critic and start becoming your own biggest ally. By the way, if you're finding that breaking down a huge feeling like self-doubt into small, practical steps is helpful, then go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Think of it as another small promise to your own growth. I'll be here every week helping you turn big changes into small, doable actions. Okay, our third and final step might just be the most powerful one of all. Learn from your mistakes with compassion, like a scientist. The biggest killer of self-trust is the fear of getting it wrong. We treat our mistakes like they're permanent judgments on our character. A bad investment means I'm terrible with money. A failed relationship means I'm unlovable. We miss out on a promotion and think, I'm just not good enough. That's the voice of shame, and it doesn't teach you anything. As long as every choice feels like a test of your self-worth, you're going to stay frozen. The way to break this cycle is to completely change how you look at mistakes. You are not on trial here. You are in a laboratory. You're the lead scientist in the great experiment of your life. And what do good scientists do? They don't have failed experiments. They have data. An experiment that doesn't go as planned isn't a failure. It's a discovery. It tells them what not to do next time. It gives them priceless information for their next attempt. This is exactly how you need to start treating your own mistakes. They are not character flaws. They are data points. So for your final task, you're going to create a mistake ledger. The next time you mess up, big or small, grab a notebook and make 3 columns. In column 1, write down the mistake as a simple fact, no drama. Stayed up too late and was exhausted for my presentation. In column 2, write down the data. What did you learn? I learned that when I get less than 7 hours of sleep, I can't think clearly and my anxiety spikes. In column 3, write down the next experiment. What's one small change you'll make with this new data? For my next presentation, I will set an alarm for 10 p.m. to start winding down. See the shift? You go from beating yourself up to building a better strategy. This whole approach is about self compassion, seeing things clearly without being harsh on yourself. You learn to talk to yourself like a friend you respect, offering kindness and a way forward instead of just criticism. This lets you accept that you will make mistakes. It's guaranteed. But when you trust that you can handle any mistake, learn from it, and get wiser because of it, the fear starts to fade. You're no longer afraid to make a choice because you trust yourself to handle whatever happens next. So there you have it, 3 real steps to unlocking the kind of self-trust that lets you feel clear and confident. First, you find your compass by knowing your core values so your decisions have a true north. Second, you make daily deposits in your integrity bank by keeping tiny promises to yourself, proving you can rely on you. And third, you become a compassionate scientist, turning your mistakes from failures into valuable data. Building self trust isn't a one and done deal. It's a lifelong practice. It's a quiet daily choice to show up for yourself. But the freedom you get from it is everything. It's the freedom to take chances, to be vulnerable, to change your mind, and to build a life that is 100% yours. It's the deep down peace of knowing that no matter what, you won't ever abandon yourself. You've got your own back. I'd love to know, which of these 3 steps are you going to start with today? Let me know in the comments. Are you going to find your compass, make that first small promise, or reframe a recent mistake? Sharing it is a great way to get started. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.